Strong, toned arms after 50 aren't luck. They're a plan. Grab 2 dumbbells and give me 12 minutes. You'll feel the change today and see it in a few weeks. After 50, we naturally lose muscle, sarcopenia. But smart resistance training reverses that trend and protects mobility and health. On-camera beats. Sit tall on a stable chair or bench with your feet flat and your core gently braced. Pin your elbows against your rib cage, turn your palms up, and keep your shoulders relaxed. Curl the dumbbells up for a slow count of 2 to 3 seconds. Pause briefly near the top without letting the wrists bend, and then lower for a controlled 2 to 3 seconds. Keep your upper arms still and let the forearms do the work. Breathe out as you lift. Breathe in as you lower. Why it works especially well for people over 50. The seated stance reduces balance demands and lowers strain on the lower back, allowing you to isolate the biceps safely and effectively. By anchoring the elbows and avoiding body sway, you increase muscle tension where it matters, which supports visible definition, grip strength, and everyday arm function, such as lifting groceries, picking up grandchildren, and carrying luggage. The controlled tempo also protects the elbow joint and shoulder by avoiding momentum. Progression you can trust. To build more strength and tone without stressing the joints, add an eccentric focus. Curl up under control, then lower for a slow 3-second count, feeling the muscle lengthen the entire way down. Begin with 1 to 2 sets of 8 to 12 repetitions, and over several sessions, add a third set or slightly heavier dumbbells while keeping perfect form and the same smooth timing. If you feel your shoulders shrugging or your elbows drifting forward, reset and lighten the load. Coaching cues and common fixes. Keep your chest lifted, your neck long, and your wrists straight. Imagine squeezing an orange in your armpit to keep the elbows pinned. Avoid swinging the weights or leaning back. If you experience discomfort, reduce the range of motion to the pain-free zone and choose a lighter pair of dumbbells. Finish strong by fully extending the elbows at the bottom without locking them aggressively. On-camera beats. Stand or sit tall with your thumbs pointing up and your palms facing each other. Brace your core. Keep your wrists straight and curl one or both dumbbells without swinging the torso. Lift for a steady 2 to 3 seconds. Pause briefly, and then lower for another 2 to 3 seconds. Maintain quiet shoulders and keep the elbows close to your sides throughout each repetition. Why it is a smart choice. The neutral grip shifts emphasis to the brachialis and the brachioradialis, which adds thickness to the upper arm and builds forearm strength. This translates directly to daily tasks such as turning a doorknob, carrying shopping bags, opening jars, and stabilizing during pressing movements. The wrist-friendly grip is comfortable for many people over 50, and the strict tempo encourages muscle engagement without overloading the joints. A gentle regression when you need it. Alternate arms to reduce fatigue and improve control. Curl the right arm while the left rests, then switch sides. This approach lowers cardiovascular demand, helps you focus on clean technique, and keeps the pelvis and spine quiet. You can also perform the movement seated with back support if balance or lower back comfort is a concern. Coaching cues and common fixes. Squeeze the handle as if you are trying to leave a fingerprint, but do not crush your grip to the point that your forearms take over. Keep your ribs down, your glutes lightly engaged, and your gaze forward. If the elbows drift forward or the shoulders start to shrug, pause, reset your posture, and continue with a lighter weight. Aim for 1 to 3 sets of 8 to 15 repetitions, progressing gradually while maintaining the same smooth, controlled rhythm. On-camera beats. Stand beside a sturdy bench or chair and place your left hand and left knee on the support for balance. Hold a dumbbell in your right hand with your elbow bent at 90 degrees and your upper arm kept close to your torso. Engage your core, hinge forward from the hips, and keep your spine neutral. From this position, extend your forearm backward until your arm is fully straight. Pause for 1 to 2 seconds while squeezing the back of your arm. Then return slowly to the starting position over 2 to 3 seconds. Why it works so well? This movement directly targets the triceps, the muscle on the back of your upper arm that is often a focus for toning after the age of 50. By using the bench or chair for support, you reduce the load on your lower back, making the exercise joint-friendly and safe, even for those with mild mobility concerns. The strict form and supported position allow you to isolate the triceps without swinging or relying on momentum, leading to more effective shaping and strength gains. Form cue for best results. Keep your upper arm parallel to your torso throughout the movement. Only your forearm should move during the extension and return. This ensures that the triceps, not the shoulder or back, do the majority of the work. Start with a light dumbbell and focus on controlled motion rather than speed. Aim for 1 to 3 sets of 10 to 12 repetitions per side, resting briefly between sets. On-camera beats. Sit tall on a sturdy chair or bench with your feet flat on the floor. Hold a single dumbbell securely with both hands, palms pressing against the inner plate. Raise the weight overhead until your arms are fully extended. With your elbows pointing forward, slowly bend your arms to lower the dumbbell behind your head until you feel a gentle stretch in the back of your upper arms. Press the weight back up to full lockout in a steady and controlled manner, breathing out as you lift. Why it is highly effective. This exercise works the long head of the triceps, which contributes to the overall shape and strength of the upper arm. It also builds pressing strength, which benefits everyday movements such as pushing doors, lifting objects overhead, or supporting your body when rising from a seated position. Performing the move seated provides additional balance and stability, reducing the risk of tipping or straining other muscle groups. Tip for shoulder comfort. If you notice any discomfort in your shoulders, use a lighter weight and shorten the lowering phase so the dumbbell does not go as far behind your head. Keep the elbows close to the ears and avoid flaring them outward. Begin with 1 to 2 sets of 8 to 12 repetitions and increase the number of sets or weight only when you can maintain perfect form without joint strain. Focus on smooth, deliberate movement for maximum results. On-camera beats. Stand tall with a dumbbell in each hand and your palms facing inward toward your thighs. Keep a slight bend in your elbows to reduce strain on the joints. Lift both arms out to the sides until they reach shoulder height, making sure to stop before your shoulders shrug toward your ears. Lower the weight slowly and with control. Follow a 2-second lift and a 3-second descent to maximize muscle engagement through time under tension. Why it works? The lateral raise targets the deltoid muscles at the top of the shoulders. Well-developed delts create a strong visual frame for the arms, making biceps and triceps definition appear more pronounced. Using lighter weights protects the shoulder joints, which can be more sensitive after age 50, while still providing enough resistance for strength and tone. The controlled tempo ensures the shoulders, rather than momentum, do the work. Form tips. Keep your core lightly engaged to prevent leaning or arching your back. Imagine you are pouring water from a jug at the top of the lift to keep your wrists and elbows in the correct position. Perform 1 to 3 sets of 10 to 12 repetitions, resting as needed. On-camera beats. Hold a dumbbell in each hand with your palms facing each other. Hinge forward from the hips until your torso is almost parallel to the floor, keeping your back flat and your neck in line with your spine. Pull your elbows toward your hips while keeping them close to your body, squeezing the mid-back muscles at the top. Lower the dumbbells with control before repeating. Why it is important. The bent-over dumbbell row strengthens both the biceps and the muscles of the upper and middle back, which are essential for good posture and shoulder stability. Strong pulling muscles make daily activities such as lifting grocery bags, opening heavy doors, or carrying laundry much easier. For individuals over 50, maintaining back and bicep strength can help prevent posture-related discomfort and maintain functional independence. Regression for safety. If holding the bent-over position is uncomfortable for your lower back, perform the movement chest-supported on an incline bench. This reduces strain while still providing the same muscle benefits. Aim for 1 to 3 sets of 8 to 12 repetitions, pausing at the top for 1 second to enhance muscle engagement. On-camera beats. Stand tall with your feet hip-width apart, holding a dumbbell in each hand with your palms facing down. Keep your elbows close to your torso and your wrists neutral. Curl the weights up until your elbows reach a 90-degree angle. Then lower slowly under control. Add a 1-second hold at the top of each rep for an extra challenge. Why it works? The reverse curl places more emphasis on the forearm muscles, especially the brachioradialis, while still engaging the biceps. Strengthening the forearms improves grip, supports the wrists and elbows, and contributes to overall arm tone. This is especially helpful for maintaining daily function, such as carrying bags, using tools, or supporting body weight during activities like gardening or home repairs. Form and progression tips. Choose a lighter weight than you would for a standard curl to maintain proper form. Keep your shoulders relaxed, avoid swinging, and focus on the slow, controlled movement. Progress by gradually increasing the weight or extending the pause at the top to 2 seconds. Complete 1 to 3 sets of 10 to 15 repetitions for balanced arm development. Repeat this workout twice a week for 8 to 12 weeks and track your strength. If this helped, subscribe and share it with a friend who wants stronger, toned arms after 50.